Muralidharan, CFO of Sun Pharma, is now joining us to talk more about the numbers. Mr. Muralidharan, we understand the management has guided for high single-digit revenue growth for the new year, which is FY25. But if you can share a bit of bifurcation, how do you see India business versus US business growing? And if you can't share individual growth numbers, then at least tell us about the growth triggers which lie ahead for both these regions.
So as we mentioned while giving the guidance that all our businesses poised for growth, which you have seen even the current year. Of course, the flagship growth is from the specialty business, which has surpassed $1 billion plus in FY24, well supported by India business, which is growing more than IPM, and then other businesses also doing well, including emerging markets, also crossed $1 billion plus in FY24. We factored all these businesses opportunities into account while giving the revenue guidance for FY25.
Right. Mr. Muralidharan, your specialty sales business has grown in double digit consistently. But for FY25, do you see this double digit growth quarter on a quarter basis coming in the new year as well? Also, if you can share the status with respect to your approvals of the Duroxetil approval.
The snapshot on our global specialty revenues for FY24 crossed $1 billion plus with a growth of about 19.3% over the previous year. We'll also note that Sun Pharma is the only Indian pharma company with substantial share of innovative business. The contribution from the specialty business to the total group revenues have grown from about 7% in FY18 to 18% in FY24. Ilumya, which is our flagship product, also had revenues of about $580 million in FY24 with a growth of 21.7% over previous year, well supported by other global specialty brands like Cequa, Winlevi, and other products. As far as the growth of the specialty business in the future, in the coming years, we believe that the portfolio will continue to maintain the growth path. It will be well supported by the new product launches, which is expected to come through our pipeline. We will also expand our geographical footprint for the current commercialized products in the global specialty portfolio. As a result, we expect the increase in the share of specialty business to be consolidated revenues. As far as the Duroxetil, the alopecia areata drug is concerned, we have mentioned that we are on track for launch post-approval. However, we need to factor in the time which is required for pre-launch activities, which is very customary in terms of launch of any innovative product in related markets.
Right. Other than this, what are the other key launches which you are eyeing as far as drugs are concerned? Also update us with the ramp up of your Australia business and the expansion plans in the rest of the markets.
Nidlegy, which is a product which has been filed, of course, after the approval, we could launch in European market, but we will keep the market updated as and when we get the approval.
Can you also update us on the remediation process at Halol and Mohali site, which is going on right now?
So we have site-specific issues. We continue to work on all the remediations activities required for these facilities at this point of time. We don't have any further updates, but as and when we are ready, we will be inviting the FDA for re-inspection of these sites.
Also, your R&D is expected to be at elevated levels even in the new year. Any key segment that the company is working on putting fresh investments in R&D?
So we have mentioned that from the current year FY24, R&D overall spend of about 6.7% to revenues, out of which the share of specialty was about 39%. For FY25, we are given a guidance of total R&D spend of 8 to 10% of consolidated revenues. As you have seen that the investment in specialty R&D has been increasing every year, like 39% in FY24 was about as against 26% in FY23. We expect substantial amount of incremental R&D spend out of the guidance will come out of the clinical trials and other activities which will be spending on the specialty portfolio.
All right. Thanks very much, Mr. Muralidharan, joining us on the show today. But before,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.